Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Coming for the Exorbio 720 gaming system. Play the game GameTastic.com called Not As Bad As It Seems, and the Liberty Tree called Derivative and Boring, but in a fun way. Pride, not prejudice. Presenting the first-person shooter like no other, apart from all the ways it copies lots of other games. With a riveting, cliche-ridden storyline by a moron of a writer who's never been anywhere near the South, and levels designed by ripping off every shooter. You'll fight for Southern justice in the Southern Middle East, while climbing a southern frozen waterfall on a southern ship that's about to sink, all while eating ribs and watching college football. In the final boss level, you fight a tornado with your bare hands.
Damn you, God! You ain't gonna kill me!
Pride, not prejudice. The shooter we've all been waiting for. Only for the Exorbio 720 gaming system.
Shut up and sit down.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 479 of Third Shift. I am one of your hosts, Mr. Eric, here today having a good old time with me. Of course, as usual, is the Inglorious Bastard himself. It's Mr. Matt. He's here today, and we've got, of course, you know what the show's going to be today. The Game Awards. Oh, you know, it happened, and we get to go ahead and do all the things we always do. But before we get to that, Matt's got to tell us about the week.
We got to preface, Game Awards nominees happened. They made it sound like the Game Awards happened. That's
future,
a whole month
Matt.
away.
We're in the future.
Yeah, the winner was totally this game, and I saw it coming. I won again, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
see, that's
win.
a glimpse into the future.
False
No,
narrative.
yes, I did.
No.
But what I did win was I won at life because over the past week, on Friday, went out to the Wharton Center for Les Arts Florissants, which is a large chamber group from France. They played a bunch of Vivaldi stuff. I think it was like 14-ish people, so not a small chamber, but not like a whole symphony or anything. Like I said, they played Vivaldi. They played stuff from the Four Seasons. Really recognizable music. If you've ever heard any kind of like violin music, you've heard Vivaldi. You've seen it in commercials and movies and all that other stuff. It was great. It was just a lot of fun. Really good. 2 days later, went to Lansing Symphony Orchestra chamber concert, and it was just a very typical chamber setup. 2 violins, a viola, and a cello, and they played Beethoven stuff. A lot of fun. Really good. In between there, I raked all of Mom's leaves, and I was dead. So I was amazed that I made it through the chamber concert. Whenever I sit in her backyard, it's super nice because it's all green. All the neighbors have big trees. You know, she's got bushes and stuff, and it's super nice. If she lives on a main road, as you know, Eric, when you're in the backyard, it's like the woods. It's nice and it's naturey. But then one day every year, it's the worst thing that could ever be imagined because it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 pounds of leaves. But we do it because we have to do it. Otherwise, everything will be ruined. But anyway, that's the real life front. On the video game front, I beat Hades 2. Like, beat it, rolled credits on it. Obviously, there's more stuff you can do afterwards. I did look that up because I was like, all right, what do I need to do to get the true ending? And it said, max out your relationship with like 6 more characters. And one of them's a boss that he might even not even just say what you need him to say. He just says it randomly. So you could fight him 1,000,000 times. And then go over here, and you get a cutscene, and you do these weird things, and you get another cutscene. And I went, okay, that's too much. Because I've loved Hades 2. It was a blast. I loved it to no end. It was amazing. The end runs that I was doing, even without like any meaningful upgrades between them, I was like a god. And I went, this is great. But I want this final run where you finally do the thing. I kind of want that to be the end. Because all the bosses, I'm just wrecking them. It's time for it to be over. So I went and I watched that cutscene on YouTube. I went, okay, so that's done. Great game, phenomenal game. With that done, I went, okay, what am I going to do tomorrow? The next day I booted up Luminous Arise. I just wanted to have a chill day, night, playing Luminous. I made a bad mistake. I said before, when I played the demo, I played 1 multiplayer match. It was very back and forth, but it's best 2 out of 3. So I won 1, really lost the next one, was falling behind in the third, and then put my, Luke Skywalker, used the Force Mat focus into use, and I won. And I said, I'll never play it again. But there's a trophy in the full game for winning your first match. And then there's one for like 10, 100, and 1,000, which I knew I'd never get. But I mean, I can win 1 match. Then I played about 6 matches and got ruined every single time. I couldn't even get 1 game in, let alone a match. So that 7th match, I finally pulled it out. I went, okay, good. Never playing this again. I got my 1 trophy that I know I can get. let me go into challenge modes. Started doing challenge modes, which are really fun. Because it's, clear a certain number of blocks, but the blocks behave in a certain way. Or you get big blocks where it's like 6 blocks by 3, like these giant chunks of colors and things, or the timeline moves in a weird way. Or when you drop the blocks, the stage is kind of teeter-tottering left to right. So when you drop them, they bounce. Really cool stuff. So I played a bunch of that and I went, oh, cool, this is awesome. But I got like to the advanced ones and I went, okay, I'll put those aside for another day. Let me do one cool thing and just have a nice, cool rest of the night. I'm going to play survival mode. Because there's a trophy for beating survival mode. And I played that before on normal, and I was within 3 seconds of beating it when I finally failed and crashed out. So you play literally every stage from the campaign, back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And it was fun playing it on normal. But I went, you know what? I want to have an easy night. I want to finish the night off just relaxing, enjoying Luminous Arise. I'm going to play through survival on easy. I'm going to get that trophy. I'm just going to listen to music, see fun colors, and make big combos, and just sit here, lean back in my chair, with a little controller up in my hands and go, yeah, cool. And that's what I did. I played through stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I started this at like 8:30. Every time I thought, well, this is one of the end stages, right? Then another one would come, then another one would come. And I finally hit one and I went, okay, I know this is the last stage before the big one because there's a big ending stage. It lasts like 10 minutes and the music just goes crazy. It's awesome. It's really cool. So I hit that and I looked down at my phone and it was 10:54 going into this last 10-minute stage. And I went, okay, this is the last thing. And I'm going straight to bed. It's been a great night. It's been awesome. I cleared that penultimate stage and it goes, it's transforming into the new one. And then I heard the sound that I hate hearing, that you hate hearing, Eric. My PlayStation went beep boop. And the screen went down and the screen came up and said, there's been a problem with this game or app. Would you like to report the problem? And I said aloud, you've got to be fucking kidding me. But I reported it. I attached the clip and everything. But I spent 2.5 hours in that mode to try and get that trophy. And it stopped me right before the final stage, which I would have cleared no problem because it was on easy. I will ask you this question, Eric. You didn't know I was going to ask this question, but I know you know the answer to it. And I'm only going to ask it because you saying the answer will prove to the listeners that this is a valid answer. What do we do with a game that makes you lose 2.5 hours of progress, whether it's via a glitch or not saving or screwing you over in some kind of situation? What do we do with that game, Eric?
Oh, we never play it again, Matt. It's dead.
Correct. Yep. I sent my report. I immediately deleted it. I'm never playing Luminous Arise again. I'm not hot at it right now, but it's just, oh, maybe next time it'll work. But what if next time it doesn't work? Then I did another 2.5 hours for nothing. I mean, it was fun. It was great, and I had enjoyment, but geez, that ruined my night. But over this last week, a bunch of new games came out, including 5 Hearts Under One Roof Season 2. I played that like for 6 hours last night. That game's great. It's fun. It's silly. It's cute. It's sexy. It's just goofy. That's that Korean FMV visual novel game. I had a blast with it. I'm going through getting all the achievements in that one too. It's a lot of fun. Last thing I'll say, Malsuk is the best girl. If you don't agree with that, A, you're wrong. B, fight me. So other than that, that was my week. What about you, Eric?
Well, it's been a strange week, obviously. I let you all know, I'm a housewife now for the time being. And I have this sense of guilt about me, so I don't play video games now in the daytime. So I haven't touched a video game until nighttime. And the reason I tell you all this is because at nighttime, my brother-in-law and my sister have been like just insanely adamant about playing the game I've been playing, the only game I've played this week, which is Battlefield 6. Every night I go, okay, I'm allowed to play a game now because I've done all the things. And then they're like, bloop, get in the party, dude. Get in the party. Let's go. And then I end up playing, and mind you, I only play like, 4 rounds. But guess what? 4 rounds takes up pretty much the entire night. And then by the time you're done, it's like, oh, I got like a half hour left before I should go to bed. All right, well, guess I'll watch a show, go to bed, the usual. And then the week's over. Now we're here doing the show, and I go, what have I done? I haven't played a single game except for Battlefield. And everyone's probably thinking, Eric, you have all day. You have every day. No, because I can't. I gotta like pace upstairs. I gotta like clean something. I gotta go outside and like, put leaves somewhere else. Move them around in the yard. There you go. I moved the leaves from here to over here. Oh, I stood at the window staring outside for an hour, petting my dog. There you go, dog. Yes. Yes, it's going to be okay.
Now, I was going to say it when you came over to pick up your stuff the other day, but I didn't. I don't know. I felt weird, but I thought about saying, and you should have done it. You remember last time being off was fun for like the first week.
Mm-hmm.
You should have had one fun week. I mean, not being stupid, but you're waiting for paperwork. You got to do this other stuff.
I can do anyway. Yeah.
So like 1 week should be fun, and then okay, it's Monday of the second week. Now we can be weird and stressed, and because it's gonna be fine. You'll be fine.
No,
You'll
there'll be a
pick up
job.
something, obviously, but like you got to at least enjoy a few days. The first week, come on, man.
I'm hoping it's the backwards. I hope the first week was just meh. The second week, this will be I don't care. I'm playing games. I'm catching up. And then obviously from there, here, I sent out my thing. I did the 2 hours worth of research and sending stuff out. And then now I can do a project or play video games again. All right, I did my job. And then, of course, the interviews and all that shit comes after. That'll be fun. I'll be great again going to those interviews, why are you a good fit for a company? Because I could stay at a company for 15 years. That probably makes me a good fit because I'll just work here until I'm dead. So that's pretty cool, right? You like that? Oh, yeah, sounds great.
Go out and get the too nice suit for the job that you're interviewing for, like we both did. Yeah,
mm-hmm. Of course. Oh, look at the good times. So as I said, yes, Battlefield 6 is all I've been playing. And mostly Conquest. I've been popping into some of the other modes as the brother-in-law sees fit. But to be quite honest, I only really enjoy Conquest. I don't really care about the other modes. They're usually more focused on the PvP aspect, just shooter versus shooter. Couple exceptions to that. However, I still just enjoy go get these points, hold the points, keep the points, win the match. And I'm not real good at my engagements, except for when I am. Like once in a blue moon, all of a sudden I'm like some kind of psycho killer. But most time I'm not great. But I still am always like the top 10 because I capture so much and I'm healing tanks. I'm blowing up Jeeps. I'm doing all that stuff. That's why I love the game and I have fun doing it. We just got a new map, which is like in the residential area of California. And I don't know how I feel about it yet. I had a match on there that was just disgusting. We got completely trounced, and I felt like I couldn't move or do anything. But then we had a match where we're all over in tanks. We're blowing up these residential buildings. We're laughing. We're having a good time. So it's 50-50. The verdict's still out on whether the new map is poo-poo or awesome. But I did enjoy actually playing on a new map because, as one does, you start to play on the map so much that you go, okay, here we go. Same thing. Let's go here, go do this. It's nice to have an area where you're like, I have no idea where anything is, where all the hidey holes are and the normal spots where people go to. So it's a fun time. So I've enjoyed playing with the fam in the old Battlefield 6. And beyond that, as I said, I'm waiting on paperwork, being a crazy person at the house, spend the week.
Now, I mentioned earlier that a bunch of cool games came out this week, like 5 Hearts Under One Roof 2, but also like 2 games that I'll tell you about in the release. I won't go super in-depth on either of them because I watched some reviews on both of these games, and it was a weird situation. I'm not going to say where I watched the reviews at because many of them just said the same points in exactly the same way. So it's kind of strange review-wise, but both of these games do look awesome. The first one we're talking about is Neon Inferno, which comes out today on the 20th, developed by Zenobia Interactive, published by RetroWare for PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can play this one everywhere. And this is a game I played the demo of in one of my demo days when I was streaming that. This is a run and gun. It's like very beautiful, big, thick pixel art, cyberpunk adventure. You're like New York in the future where the cops and the gangs and the Yakuza are all fighting each other. And you're an assassin for one of the families. You're going to go shoot up the evil cops and the other families and the Yakuza and all this other stuff. And this is basically a run and gun adventure, but with a background element to it. So sometimes it looks like Contra, like you're jumping around, you're shooting, you're side-scrolling, you're piloting a vehicle and shooting enemies, but it has the background aspect of a game like Wild Guns, where you can hit a button. Like if you're using the controller, you push down, I think it's the R button, and you put up a reticle on screen, so now you're shooting the enemies in the background, and the enemies in the background are shooting at you with like little reticles that pop up in your plane that you're on. But then you also have enemies running at you in your plane. Look, go watch some reviews, go watch some gameplay of it. This was a lot of fun. Like I said, I played the demo. It was a blast. It was a really short demo. And I mean, this is a run and gun arcade style action game. So I think one of the reviews said they beat the game in about 4 hours, but Then you can play it on hard mode. Then you can play it here. You can play it there. You can do better runs on stages to get more money, to get more upgrades, to get a better rank on the stage, just to have more fun. This game looked great, played great when I played it. It looks like it is more of the same in the full release, which is a good thing. Then the other game I want to shout out is Kingdoms of the Dump, which came out on the 18th, developed and published by Roach Games for PC only. This is a game. It's like a throwback to the 16-bit JRPGs of old. It kind of has an Earthboundy kind of a look to the characters and the kind of theme. You're a trash can knight. Your name is like Dustin Binsman or something like that. And everything is just trash. You're going through the lands of Phil. It's jokes like that. It's puns like that all the way through. Everybody's garbage. Not everybody's garbage in the way that like people are garbage, but literally everything is garbage or garbage related. You're off to save the king. You go through a bunch of kingdoms. This one just looks like a lot of fun. There's turn-based RPG combat, but you and the enemies are each on 3x3 grids. So it's not just actions and specials and defends and items. You're also positioning yourself or setting different tiles on the enemy side on fire and then using your skills to push the enemies into the fire to do damage. You're moving yourself away from traps, but out in the stages and in the combat, it's kind of Mario RPG or Paper Mario or Mario and Luigi type games where you can do some platforming. In the combat, you have timed hits and timed defenses. Out in the overworld, you get like an airship and it looks totally Mode 7 Final Fantasy VI style. This one just looks like a lot of fun. People are having a blast with it. They say it's really funny, a good throwback to those days. So if you want a mishmash of like Final Fantasy and Earthbound and Chrono Trigger and all those other 16-bitters, but in a new game that's out right now, go check it out. Kingdoms of the Dump, if you want RPG times. If you want run and gun times, check out Neon Inferno. 2 great games out there for you.
And we're throwing another one your way. We got Demonschool by Necrosoft. Came out November 19th, 2025. So you can get it right now. And of course, this title is an awesome strategy RPG. You take the reins as Faye, and of course, she has this prophetic vision of the end of the world, the apocalypse, and she wants to help stop it. Well, she gets invited to the demon school. So now she's on this island, and now she's attending classes at this crazy, unique, strange school, and of course meets other students. And those students she can befriend, and then they, of course, have to kill, guess, demons? They have to kill demons, because demons are coming to destroy humankind, and you're going to be the ones to stop it. So you team up, and you group up, and you go and you fight all these demons. And what's really neat about this one is not only are you at the school, and you will go through an entire semester just like you do in the Persona series. There's also the town around the school, and you get to explore that town, hang out with friends. Does this remind you of anything? Persona-esque? Yes, it is Persona-esque. You will go through the days, and you will do the different, the fighting sequences, the hangout sequences. And then, of course, you can get to know/romance somebody, so you can start to hang out with different people and get, cool little fun scenes with those individuals. And by individuals, I mean 15. There's 15 characters whom you will accumulate throughout the entirety of the game. I will say, though, just as in the Persona fashion, some of them come on super late, so almost seem like they just don't get their time to shine. I guess that's just the nature of the beast when it comes to this type of game. I feel like it could do better, but it is what it is. And of course, with that, I said strategy RPG, not regular RPG, because in this one, once again, there's grid-based systems. You know the deal with strategy RPGs. What's cool is that you get the planning phase and then there's execution phase. So you can plan as long as you want. You can sit there with your characters, using their skills, trying to team it up so you're hitting as many enemies as possible and or knocking enemies into different spots and then group hitting on, them with another friendly guy or gal. All that just happens in one phase with everybody. So you just take as long as you need. Then you push the button, and it just executes the entire thing as you watch. So all the things start exploding, curses are getting cast, buffs are happening, and then you see where you landed. Did you kill them all? Did you get wiped out? What's going on? That's really fun to me. I love that little, twist up, change up to the strategy RPG, shtick here. It looked really cool. The characters themselves apparently do not get stats, so their stats will always remain the same. They level up through getting more skills and abilities. So as you're progressing, you will find these abilities obviously naturally as you go up, but you can also in town, when you're messing around and meeting new people and NPCs, they will have skills you can learn only through interacting with them and or items in the town. So it's encouraging you basically to make sure you go to town and do all the hey, who's this guy? What's his story? What's going on here? Because you'll get new skills that'll help you, of course, in the battles. You get a bunch of big boss fights, as you would expect. It's a strategy RPG. And beyond that, music, supposedly, sound is really good. I heard a few songs, not too much, because this is one of those ones I kind of want to give a shot. So I didn't want to get too far into it and, start spoiling anything. But the one battle tune I did get was this really cool synthy, like, and it sounded really fun. Sounded like a lot of good times with the boss fight. So that looks good. And the graphics themselves, very colorful, vibrant. Everything's really just well drawn and detailed and looked like a well lived in, island that you're on. I enjoyed it. The style of it all. I don't want to say it's anime-ish because it's not really anime-ish, but it's kind of the closest I can come to if I'm trying to get you to understand what it looks like in the game. It's got a retro feel to it, but not like it's not like purposely retro. It's unique. I'd say definitely just go look at it because it's got a vibe to it, and I really enjoyed it. So if you want to play a strategy RPG with demons and cool kids and that want to get rid of them, this might be right up your alley.
And if none of those games are up your alley, because they all cost money, dollars, and dollary-do bucks,
money,
you can go check out some free games this week. I'm going to start with the Game Pass because we only got 2 new ones to talk about right there. First up is Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault in-game preview, so you get the early access version of the sequel to Moonlighter, which I know Eric played a lot of. And then you have Monsters Are Coming Rock and Road, which I thought I recognized the title of, and then it's a completely different game than I thought it was. But this is the one where it's like a moving castle. Like the castle has legs and it's walking around, and it's your job as the little unit to go out and get resources as this castle moves along on its trompety-tromp journey to then get the resources, build defenses for the castle. So it's like a moving tower defense, but you also have to go get resources and fight off all the hordes that are coming down the lane at the castle. Pretty cool. And then I will mention that for today and tomorrow, I think, free on Steam is a game called Wednesdays. And if you remember when we were talking about the itch.io thing and the payment processors thing, and itch.io said you can't have certain things in your game at all, this is the kind of game I was trying to defend at that point, because this is a game all about like overcoming childhood trauma. And it's not in the trauma, you don't see the thing, but it's like someone looking back at his past and realizing how things helped him out and how people helped him out and the flawed people that maybe didn't quite do what they were supposed to do, but they helped him get past it anyway. So that's what I'm talking about. And it's free. Go check it out. It's got a really cool graphical style. Colors and stuff kind of remind me of And Roger, which I played a little while ago. So go check that out. And it's free. Just add it to your library. Even if you never play it, who cares? It's free. Go get it. It's free.
Free is free, and I got more for you over on Epic. Godzilla Voxel Wars is free to you. Do you want to get in there and do some Godzilla action using the really Lego-looking like stuff? This is your chance and opportunity. Definitely go check that one out. And another title that he's got his palms going together. He's ready to play Zote. This is a turn-based roguelite that features decks of playing cards, and that's how you do your battle. It's your freaking thing, man. It's your thing.
Yeah.
It's got some really cool graphics. It looks, I don't know how to put it. It's got these really cool like set backdrops, and then the battle system is your character standing there doing like just a one set motion with your cards on the bottom, and then of course boom, they flash up. It's kind of not generic, but it just looks like another one of those cool games. But I went over to Steam and I was like, well, let me take a look, and it's got great ratings. It came out a few years ago. So it's just one we missed. So it's right up your alley, Matt. Now you can play it for free. And it's a beautiful little roguelite, deck building, card game, action RPG thing. Woohoo!
You got me so excited. I immediately opened the Epic Game Store and it said, oh, hey, you got an update. Oh, hey, I'm not going to load. Oh, hey, I just finished the update. Is it going to load? It probably will load, but then I won't be able to log in. So I'm going to have to remember this in my brain head and try and.
Yes.
Zoe Epic Game Store. Don't get
forget,
it. Go get it.
It's there. And we're not done because Amazon Free Games has some stuff for you as well. Dungeons and Dragons, Crin series. I didn't look this one up. I'll bet it's probably another old one from way back in the day. So if you want some retro action, I could be completely wrong here, but so far they've all been like the ancient Dungeons and Dragon games. Sorry, I'm not going to go that far back in time, but it is there for you. And then again, man, you're excited. Be excited because Dream Tactics is free to you on Amazon Free Games. This game came out last year, and of course, it's a GBA-styled strategy RPG with cunning card combos and deep character customization.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, manage your party, manage your cards, and create unique play styles in this awesome GBA-styled RPG. Right up your alley. We
Hell
all
yeah.
love the GBA. We all love them card-based battles. Another one for you, Matt. This one's a lot more colorful, a lot more kitty looking, whereas the previous title has more of a adult aesthetic to it. But if it's up your alley, go check it out. Couple card-based games this week.
Oh my God. What a week for me, and what a week for all of us out there in video gamer land. All those people who love the Game Awards and the nominees and the discussion of them and listening to us discuss them and make our picks. And inevitably, I mean, I always win. I'm so good at this. I've never lost once in all the time we've ever done this, even though there was one time that I was honest, and because it was the first time somebody did a tally and I said, well, I can't lie anymore. You won. That never happened now. I've retroactively made it so I've won every time. So first up, we're going to go back and forth. We're going to make picks. We're going to do the thing everybody knows. We got most anticipated game. 007 First Light, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4. What do you got on this one, Eric?
Now, are we going to do it like we did? Because some years we change it up. Are we going to do what we think should win and then what we think will win? Or are we just going to do only one? What do we want to do?
I feel like every time, even when we say, like, we'll just pick what we would want to win, then we talk about what we think will win anyway. So let's just do both. We always just do both. And anyway,
just keep them brisk for the most part. Don't go crazy.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Matt, I can tell you right now that what I want to win is Resident Evil Requiem. I have fallen back in love with the Resident Evil series, and I don't want it to stop. So I really hope that this game pans out to be just as amazing as the previous titles were. And so therefore, for myself, that's what I hope wins. What will win is going to be The Witcher 4 or Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh, that's a toughie. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to win. It's not a toughie. That's the one that's going to win.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. That's also my pick. That's what I would like to win because that's the one that I'm interested in the most. Now, I say that I would love Witcher 4, but that's not coming out next year. There's no way. That's like 2-3 years away. Even though they said it'll be next year, it's not going to be. There's no way. So Grand Theft Auto 6, it got pushed to like November of next year too, though, right? It got another big delay.
Yeah, it got pushed to November next year.
But I'm excited for that one. I think everybody else is too, like all the casuals and all the other people. So that's my pick and my pick. There you go.
Look at that. And then up next, you've got Content Creator of the Year. Of course, Mr. Matt, I know you're excited about this one.
No, I'm not. There's only one Content Creator of the Year, and it should be me every year, or us as a team. But it's never us. It's not me. There's a bullshit category. Once again, I'm going to write a strongly worded email, or I'm going to write a letter. I'm going to write a handwritten letter with one of these goofy pens that I got. Here, I got one that's like a little black cat.
Oh, nice.
That's what I'm going to write. That. Right to Jeff Keighley. I'm going to object to this category.
So you've got K-Drill, you've got Kai Senate, Moist Critical, Sakura Miko, The Burnt Peanut. These are your Content Creators of the Year, man. Which one is going to take it?
I actually looked up a couple of these before we did the show. The Burnt Peanut is a guy who goes, bah, 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 bah. Kai Cenat, who I've seen on the Twitch front page, goes, bah, 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 bah. Sakura Miko is a VTuber. The one thing I saw was her funniest moments clips, and her VTuber always looked like it was half asleep, and she was just going, wow, wow. Also in Japanese. Oh, wow, wow. So I guess I'm going to go for Moist Critical because I see him react to things and people reacting to him reacting to things. So I don't have a pick. My pick is me. But I guess he's my pick to win it.
Gotcha. I don't know or really care about any of them. But I've heard of the Kai Senate, Kennett, whatever his name is. I've heard of his little rascal self doing things. So he must be popular if I'm seeing things about him places. So I'm going to go with that just for the pure win, Matt.
So next up, it's Best Esports Team. We got Gen G for League of Legends, NRG for Valorant, Team Falcons for Dota 2, Team Liquid PH for Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Team Vitality for Counter-Strike 2. I know you watch all these games, all the esports. Yeah. What do you got?
All the time I'm watching this stuff. And every year I feel like I lose these ones because I have no idea what's going on. But of course, I have learned one thing, and that's League of Legends usually wins everything most of the time. And I always want to end up counter-picking it with Counter-Strike 2, just because that's the only one I actually played a long time ago and understand. But I want to win this year. Well, I won last year,
No, you
but,
didn't.
I want to win again.
No, you
So Gen G is going to be my pick. League of Legends, best esports team.
So I did my research on this one like I do some years. There are only 2 world champion teams in this list, and one who won the most recent big event, but there weren't world champions. Only world champs are NRG and Team Falcons. And Team Vitality is the one who won the most recent thing, but it was an event in Austin, Texas. So that's not world championships. Get out of here. I guess I'm going to go with NRG for Valorant because I feel like more people watch Valorant than Dota 2. So I guess they're my pick. I guess though, I'm going to say Team Vitality is going to win because I feel like more people would watch Counter-Strike 2 than any of the other ones here, other than League, but they're not world champions, so they shouldn't even be on this list. Get out of here.
Get out of here. And up next, we've got best esports athlete. You're looking at Brock, Chovy, Forsaken, Kakaru, Menard, and Zywoo. Matt, who's winning?
So again on here, you have 3 world champs, and Zywoo was on Team Vitality, I think, for the last major event. So Chovy, get out of here. Forsaken also get out of here because I looked him up and he was banned for like 5 years for cheating. So he should never be on best esports athlete list ever. Like he recently become unbanned, so I think that's why he's here. Anyway, I'm going to go with Brock as my pick. No. I'm going with Menard as my pick because he's a Street Fighter player. And he won EVO and then a Capcom Cup, I think. So he's a big time winner. Who's going to win? Probably Zywoo because people have heard that name before. I don't think anybody has heard the other names. What do you got?
Well, I was going to save big money at Menards, but you picked it. So
Hell yeah.
I guess I'm going to go with Brock just because it sounds similar to the Pokemon name, Brock. And I used to love good old Brock. So Brock, I have faith that you're going to take this. Don't disappoint me and get me a point. Thank you.
Next up, it's best esports game. We got Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Valorant. What do you got on this one, Eric?
Nah, I already told you the strategy. You just say League of Legends, and that's probably going to get you the point. So I'm doing it again. I'm going to say League of Legends because it's going to get me the point, even though I think Valorant stands a chance. Might stand a chance, but I'm not doing it. I'm not risking the biscuit. I'm sticking to the guns.
You say that every year. I think the only year they ever won was the very first year they were around. But I mean, you said it, I've said it. League of Legends is the best esport because you can't do the Counter-Strike 2 or Valorant plays. Dota 2 is like League of Legends, but it's not really as readable. And I just watched a match before we did this recording of Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championships. And the screen, the broadcast screen, it's too damn cluttered. You can't make it out. There's too much in-game advertising and then like interface advertising. And they do the camera thing where you see the players as they're playing. But Mobile Legends Bang Bang is a phone game. So everything is it's a shot of a man looking way down off camera. Or sometimes it's a guy holding his phone up in the camera so you can't even see him. Who would want to watch that? The game itself looks like League of Legends, but horrible, awful, terrible, the worst.
No thanks. I don't want any part of that. All right. Well, next up, you're going to be excited, Matt. Best adaptation. You got a Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell Death Watch, The Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn. I know you've watched all of these, and you're going to have a really good opinion as to what wins here.
That's exactly it. I haven't seen a single one of these things because I don't watch TV, and I didn't watch Until Dawn or Minecraft the movie. I feel like everybody loves all these things. No. I feel like people love a lot of these things. But I'm going to say the big winner is going to be Minecraft movie. Just because Chicken Jockey, ruined the entire theater by throwing things everywhere. Like they had specific block party showings of it. So if normal kids who play Minecraft get votes, which I know they don't, that's just going to be my pick. Who cares? I'm rambling too long. What do you got?
All right. So it's between two here. I have watched and seen most of these. Devil May Cry was phenomenal. And Last of Us Season 2 is still really good. It's starting to move away from my jam, but still really good. So I'm thinking Devil May Cry is going to take it. I think it should take it. And I'm also going to pick it as will take it just because of the nostalgia and the tone and everywhere they went with that. That really vibed with a whole bunch of the gaming nerds out there, a lot of those folks who get to vote. So I think that's going to be the hit of the year, Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. That'd be more for people like us or older versus Minecraft is more for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But next up, we got a category we love talking about because we know all about it. Innovation and accessibility. We got Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom the Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 25, and South of Midnight. I know you played one of these at least. Come on now.
I did indeed play the hell out of one of these games, and I wanted to play one of the other ones, Atomfall. That's the one that kind of slipped through the cracks. Yeah, as you know, man, you've pointed out, we know a lot about the accessibility stuff, very much pros on it, and I've done my due diligence, and by that I mean I didn't research or do any of that. So I'm just picking. And it's going to be Doom the Dark Ages just because I played the game. So I guess, Doom, give me that win.
And for me, I guess I wanted to play South of Midnight, but I never got a chance to. And even if I did, I wouldn't know anything about the accessibility features. So that'll be my heart pick. Like, I would like them to win something. I think this is the only thing they're nominated for. And that looked like a really cool, unique game. What will win? I don't even know what Atomfall is. I guess that's my pick, because everybody hates Assassin's Creed Shadows right now for some reason. And Doom the Dark Ages, I feel like if you don't like Blood and Guts, you wouldn't have played that. Sure, Atomfall, go for it. We did it. Hooray.
Hooray! Moving on to another one that we love. Best mobile game. You've got Destiny Rising, Persona 5, The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, Umama Musume, Pretty Derby, and Wuthering Waves. Matt, what's taking it?
Well, my heart obviously will go to Persona 5, The Phantom X, even though I haven't touched it or played it, just because it's Persona 5 and it should win, and I would want anything that had the Persona label on it to win. But my pick for what's going to win, who cares about Destiny? I've never even heard of Sonic Rumble. Wuthering Waves, I know everybody plays, but it looks too much like all the other games. I'm going to say Uma Musume Pretty Derby, because that's the one where it's a horse racing game, but everybody's a pretty anime girl. That's literally what the title is. And I know it blew up for a minute when it came out. So
yes,
yeah, go for it. Uma Musume Pretty Derby. What do you think?
Well, my heart, of course, also goes with Persona 5, The Phantom X. I hear good things about it, but if I had to pick, it's going to be Wuthering Waves, because that has hit and made waves quite a bit throughout the year. And those types of games, they just sell, man. They sell. So I'm going to stick with it because I think it might get me that point.
It's so weird, because other than Zenless Zone Zero, I looked at some screenshots of all these, and like the Wuthering Waves and Uma Musume Pretty Derby screens. I'm just like, I don't want to see a seasonal event. I don't want to get 79 polls for new players. I immediately closed the window and went, blah, it's not for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to do any of that either. It's annoying. It's annoying enough just seeing all the shit in Battlefield 6 with the Battle Pass stuff now.
Yep.
I instantly go, just stop. Why do I got to get these 3 fucking screens before I can just go play the game? Hey, upgrade. Come on, buy points. Ugh.
It was the same thing with the Call of Duty beta. I just want to play the beta, but it was like, hey, Call of Duty 6 Black Ops has its Battle Pass, has its special event, has its blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I just want to run and shoot. That's all I want to do. I don't want to give you more money. But speaking of money, here's another money category for you and me. For Third Shift, we're the experts on best VR/AR game. Alien Rogue Incursion, Arcane Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, and The Midnight Walk. What do we got?
Well, unfortunately, I didn't get to play any of these VR games this year. I played some VR games, but none of these. So I'm in the dark here. I heard good things about Alien Rogue Incursion, and I've heard good things about The Midnight Walk, and The Midnight Walk is actually one I really wanted to play. So I'm going to make that my hope and my pick. The Midnight Walk, I think it looked gorgeous and beautiful and scary as all get out, and I feel like in a VR situation that would pan out to be still very scary and really cool and immersive. So I think that's the one that takes it.
I think my heart is torn between The Midnight Walk, which we've talked about, which looks so cool and really unique and weird, and Marvel's Deadpool VR, because I like Deadpool and I like saying haha and tee-hee, but I feel like Deadpool VR came out like just a couple weeks ago, so it's you can't win Game of the Year even in your category. You've been out for 2 weeks. So random guess, I'm going to say Alien Rogue Incursion, because you just said that people liked it and they said it was good. So that's my pick to win. Heart is split between Deadpool and Midnight Walk.
Very nice. Up next, we've got Best Community Support. And for that, you've got Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Fortnite.
That's 14.
Nope, 14. Sorry. I just want, I want 16 to win everything. 16's back. It's back, baby. Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
I don't really know anything about these other than some have had big updates and stuff. I am always glad to see No Man's Sky here, but I did finally figure out that Baldur's Gate 3, I think last year we said, why is it still on Best Community Support? I think this year they released a bunch of subclasses and like multi-class options and like weird new two classes blended together type of stuff that you could do. So I guess that'll get my heart because that's a great game. And that the fact that they're still doing official weird things to do to keep playing that is great. What will win? Blah. I don't know. Probably the game that I can't say because, they got The Simpsons in there and everybody loves The Simpsons. And was this the year they did the rhythm game mode? I don't know. I guess I'll just say that though.
I don't know. I know The Simpsons was the big thing.
Yeah.
I would love to say Baldur's Gate 3 just because Baldur's Gate 3 was phenomenal and that's cool. And I'm glad to see they're still doing stuff for that years later. And of course, part of me would say Final Fantasy 14, but the game that we know, Fortnite, is going to win. It's just going to win. It did so much this year. I've seen it in the news so many times this year. They do nothing but keep on pumping out content and stuff for this game. I think it's a shoo-in.
Then best ongoing game. Hey, did any of these games sound familiar? It's Final Fantasy 14, it's Fortnite, it's Helldivers 2, it's Marvel Rivals, and it's No Man's Sky. Which one are you picking this time, Eric?
Ooh, this is a toughie because there is that recency bias. There's that what's hot right now, even though another game always trumps everything. So this could go either way. Final Fantasy did have an expansion, I think, this year, but it was lame. I don't think people liked it. I think people thought it was a little boring and bland and went in a direction they didn't like. So I don't think that's taken it. Helldivers 2, I feel has been pretty quiet. I don't feel like it's been talked about too much. I don't want to give Fortnite another go, even though it might cost me the point. And I don't care about No Man's Sky. So it's Marvel Rivals. I know that's been hot this year. A lot of people playing it. I tried to convince Matt to play it, but he said no. So, here we are. Still clueless on whether that the game's got the stuff, but I think it does because I hear a lot of people getting in on it. So I'm picking that one.
Yeah, I think I pretty much agree with you because, any of these, it's, who knows? I don't know. My heart goes for No Man's Sky because it's still doing things. It's still getting updates and stuff. But I guess my pick will be Marvel Rivals, I guess. I can't see anything other than that and Fortnite winning, but I don't know. Marvel Rivals sounds good to me to say. I don't want to say the other one.
That sounds perfect. Up next, we've got Best Multiplayer, and in this, you've got Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction. Matt, what's your thoughts?
Now, this is another weird one because I have to think. I had my pick for what's going to win 100% locked in, and then I remembered, the people who actually vote for this are old men like us. And it's the Game Awards, and they love Souls-like things. But my heart will go to Split Fiction, even though we didn't play it. I'm still, I'm going back to my other pick. My pick to win is Peak, because if you don't like shooters, you're not going to play Battlefield. If you don't like Souls-like, you're not going to play Elden Ring. If you don't like Extraction, you're not going to play Arc Raiders. And you got to be on the ball with Split Fiction. You got to have somebody who can play with you and be smart. But you can just be a dumb idiot in Peak, because the whole joy of it is watching your idiot friends fall off a mountain, right? So that's what's going to win because everybody can play that. Literally everybody. Not everybody can play the other ones. And I'm going to be wrong, but tell me why I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're probably going to be wrong, but it's not impossible. And that's because Arc Raiders is going insane. It's hitting off on every front. And you're also probably going to be wrong because Battlefield 6 came in strong. It came in with everyone playing it and everyone speaking pretty positively about the multiplayer aspect. Not so much the story, but when's the story ever good? So I would say those two both have a really good shot at making it this year. Elden Ring Night Rain, it kind of came and went. It didn't really hit the way I thought it was going to. And probably for the same reasons, it always has problems. The multiplayer probably doesn't work quite right or this or that. I don't know. From Software, they always do weird stuff. So for me, it's a struggle between Arc Raiders and Battlefield 6. I want to, in my heart, say Battlefield 6 because I play the hell out of that game. But I can't lie. I watch streamers playing Arc Raiders all the time, and it looks like a dang hoot. I think me and Matt would have a great time being idiots in there, but we'd get murdered constantly. We would never get any goods. But part of that's kind of funny to me. So I don't know. This is a toughie. I'm going to say that Arc Raiders going to take it. I think they've got the juice for this one.
Then next up, we got Best Sports/Racing Game, EA Sports FC 26, F1 25, Mario Kart World Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. What do you got?
Oh, boy. I have played Mario Kart World, and I have played Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and I have not played the others. I am going to say Mario Kart's not taking it. They just didn't do the job this year. I didn't hear anybody talking about it. It's probably going to be one of those stupid sports games that I don't understand at all. The Sports FC or F1 25, because I think it always is. But this will be where I lose a point. Because you know what? Sonic Racing Crossroads, you my homie. You were a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing you. I got Joker and everything. It was great. It felt good. So, and I liked the idea behind it. You know, whoever's in the lead picks these different worlds you're jumping into. That was really cool. And I enjoyed it. So I'm picking it from the heart and as my pick, Matt.
And I think I'm going to go backwards, sort of, from you. I guess my heart is going to go to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds because I like that Yakuza people are in there, Persona people are in there, and I like the gimmick like we talked about. I guess my pick, though, is going to go to Mario Kart World because I feel like everybody would have played that game. Even if it didn't blow up huge. I mean, if you don't like soccer, you're not going to play Rematch or FC. If you don't like, well, I mean, if you don't like physics driving, if you don't like F1, but I feel like Mario Kart World is that game that everybody got with their Switch. Everybody can go, oh, yeah, I played that. It was pretty good. Good check mark. There you go.
Good game.
So, yeah, that'll be my pick for what's going to win. I don't know.
It's not a bad pick because you are right. The bajillions of people played it. It is there. And, of course, you got best family game. There's my spot. I'm a professional family man. I'm a housewife now, folks. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and Split Fiction are your options.
Now, I don't know anything about the Lego games, but there's only one game on here that I think you could definitely play with like your really dumb young kid or wife or girlfriend or husband or boyfriend that doesn't really know video games. You can play Donkey Kong Bonanza with them because you just point a pointer at the screen and make Pauline yell out words and blow up the world. And you go, wow, blah, 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 blah. So I guess that's going to be my best family game. My heart, will go to Split Fiction because I want that to get some love because we love Joseph Ferris in this house. But I guess my pick will be Donkey Kong Bonanza because you could play that with just literally anybody, backing you up. You could be Donkey Kong and they can just blow crap up for you. I don't know. What do you got?
I'm right there with you. I think because of this game being really good and a lot of people getting their hands on it and knowing that it's probably not going to be in some of the upper echelon stuff, I think this is where it's the easy Nintendo take-home win. It's usually like a Mario Kart or something, but I think Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to take this one. The only other chance I think Split Fiction might have had a small chance just because of who plays video games and who's voting. But no, I'm with you. Donkey Kong Bonanza is taking the win.
Next up, it's Best Fighting Game. You got 2XKO, which I didn't even know was out. Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. What do you got here, Eric?
I'm lost. None of this is all. These are just words. They're all just words. Obviously I know what some of this stuff is, most of it, but I haven't played it. I haven't really watched any gameplay on them, so I'm not really sure. I don't know what's hot in the fighting game world at the moment. So I would guess just for nostalgia period, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. But I want to say people were upset with some of it, but I don't know for sure. So I might lose a point here, man. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I'll stick to it.
Now, this is such a weird category because there's only two new games on this list, 2XKO and Fatal Fury. Everything else, Virtua Fighter 5 has been out for 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
They may have reshifted it or rejiggered it or something, but I've been playing that in the Yakuza games for 10 years. The Capcom Fighting Collection 2, it's old games. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, it's old games. I'm never going to pick an old game to be the best game of the year. I don't know between 2XKO and Fatal Fury what's doing what. My heart will go to Fatal Fury because I love that they brought that series back. But I guess my pick is going to go to 2XKO. I've never seen it, though. I don't even know anything about it. But I guess that'll be my pick. Who knows? And I think we're going to pause it right there and do the rest of the nominees next week because we're going to need our bacon save because it'll be Thanksgiving week. So what do you guys think about our nominee picks for this point in the list? And what do you think about Uncle Matt's Trivia Corner? I almost forgot. I'll delete the part where I really screwed it up, but Eric knows that it happened. If you remember last week's question, it was Juan Aguacate is the protagonist of which game series? That is the Guacamelee series. And now the last question on this set of cards. In what game does the player control a goose that terrorizes an idyllic English village?
I'm going to get this wrong just because I'm going to screw up.
I'll give you a half point for it. Because you are right. I mean, it is, but it's is what it's called.
There it is.
officially.
I got all the words but one. There we go. I knew what it was.
So if you know the answer to that question, or if you have thoughts on our nominees, on the free games this week, on the releases, on the things we did this week, send that to us via the email thirdshiftme@gmail.com, on the Twitter machine @thirdshiftme, find us on Facebook under Third Shift, hit the Discord, hit the Patreon. If I'm streaming, which I haven't for a while because I've been a busy man, and I died raking leaves, I literally fell in the leaves and died for a while. Then I woke up because I had to come back and do a podcast for you guys. If I'm streaming, hit up a stream. Hit up my house, knock on the door, and I won't answer, and I'll be scared. You've heard the bit before. It's fine. Just whatever.
Just do those things, all right? Get on over to that Discord and have a chat. You know what? And just like Matt said earlier, tell us what you thought of the picks thus far. Are we right? Are we wrong? Are we crazy? Are we, whatever. Get over there and talk to us about it. Also, while you're at it, go over to Patreon. It's Thanksgiving, it's getting into that time. How about you hook us up with a tip? Boop, $1, $2, any bucks helps keep the lights on, pay the bills, because that internet, it ain't cheap, boys and girls. I'm telling you that. And of course, you can go support us with 5-star ratings on Apple Podcasts and 5-star ratings on the Spotify. I told you that's a new hotness. People are saying that's a big deal now. So I gotta implore you. I don't like using implore. I implore you to go to Spotify.
Please.
And give us 5-star ratings. Do the thing. Thank you.
And also listen to the very next episode, which will be dropping on or around Thanksgiving Day, because next week is Thanksgiving time. It'll probably be on Wednesday, the 26th, but I might drop it on the 27th. Who knows? You can find that on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Podbean, on Spotify, and on YouTube. And as I always say, hey, if you like what we're doing, like to help us out, please give us a like, a rating, a review, a comment, a subscription, any kind of good thing on any one of those good services, because it does help us out. And we really, gosh darn, goodly do to appreciate it. I don't know what I'm going for. I'm just trying to fill time because I know my buddy Eric's doing stuff. He's working on a thing right now.
No, you're fine, Matt. I can multitask. I got them skills to pay the bills. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, until next week, you guys, have a great one. It's going to be Turkey Day soon. Very excited. And of course, I just will say one more time, come on, 5-star ratings. Nothing's better than those. Get them to us. It's going to make us feel so good going to the Turkey Day dinner, going, I'm so cool. Look at what I did. And your family's like, I'm proud of you. I'm proud. You could do that for us.
And with that, there's nothing else to say but...
Don't forget to say.
Shut up and sit down.